Carpenter wowed fans with her performance at the Grammys last night, but PETA wasn't clapping. After a week of frigid temperatures, the mercury finally inched its way above the freezing mark today, but the cold spell continues to take a grim toll on this. But it is still very cold, and Mayor Mamdani says 16 people have now died in connection with the weather. Mayor Mamdani says in 13 cases, hypothermia appeared to play a role, and 3 of the deaths involved overdoses.
From information available now, it appears that none of the individuals who have died outside were living in homeless encampments at the time of their death.
The mayor visited a Midtown Safe Haven site to thank the outreach team.
They are spending hours, at all hours of the day, outside, looking to speak directly to homeless New Yorkers, to actually tell them of those warming buses and to bring them to those warming buses.
They've been able to get over 1,000 people inside over this past week and a half. And the cold has taken its toll in other ways, including a power outage. In a chunk of Brooklyn, Con Ed says the lights and in some cases the heat are not coming back until tomorrow night. The power has been out in Damon Lewis's Virgin Street apartment since Saturday.
I woke up and like the whole building's dark. No one could see nothing. And like we was just like in there, like half of the power was out. Like so on like this socket was working and the other socket wasn't working. So I had no Wi-Fi.
And no heat. Hector Lorenzo is a super for several buildings on the block. He keeps getting calls from the tenants.
They want to kill me. It's not my fault. Hopefully they'll get it up running soon. There's a bunch of trucks out here.
And the customer service outreach van at 3rd and Baltic. Crews are replacing electrical wires damaged by water and road salt.
We have consulted with Sentinel and Chuck. He saw his shadow. 6 more weeks of winter.
New Yorkers have mixed feelings about this. The groundhogs have spoken, and Amir is thrilled.
I wanted to snow, no more school for us.
But his mom Sabrina feeling the opposite.
I prefer a sunny day. It's real hard. It's like trying to find parking, and then getting out, you got to be careful with the snow.
And as he spoke to people dodging these giant chunks of ice that still haven't melted, they don't know how they'll get through the next 6 weeks.
Spring come fast.
But not Mark. He says he's New York tough.
We have to deal with the nature and make the best out of it.
If the groundhogs are right, better bundle up. Driving in New York will cost you. A new report says drivers are paying, on average, about $3,700 a year extra when it comes to road-induced operating costs. Those costs include driving on roads in need of repair, lost time and fuel due to congestion delays, and the cost of crashes, in which the lack of adequate roadway safety features likely were a contributing factor. That's according to transportation nonprofit TRIP, which says nearly half of the major roads statewide are in poor or mediocre condition. The region covers Newark and Jersey City as well. The report says drivers are spending about 44% more compared to 2022. An NYPD cadet is accused of being on the wrong side of the law. A 21-year-old was arrested on charges of strangulation, robbery, and assault. Police say the incident happened last night in Gravesend when a 51-year-old woman accused the cadet of punching and kicking her and taking her cell phone while the two argued. She says at one point he put his hands around her throat. It's not clear what led to the argument. Police say the two do not know each other. The woman was taken to an area hospital. Being a cadet involves community outreach and administrative work before starting the police academy. His status is unknown this afternoon. The Earth was moving in the San Francisco Bay Area this morning. A series of small earthquakes struck just after 7 o'clock, with the most powerful measuring 4.2 just south of San Ramon. At least a dozen other smaller quakes rattled for more than an hour. Shaking was felt more than 30 miles away in San Francisco itself and across the bay in Oakland and Richmond. No injuries or damage reported. The most popular vehicle on the road may be recalled.
The government's been looking into reports of sudden downshifts and even wheel lockups in 1.3 million F-150 pickups. Now they're reviewing additional technical data involving the 2015 through 17 model year trucks. Suspicion is pointing to electrical connections in the vehicles, but it's still too early to tell if this will mean a recall.